What's your name?
This is not your sign.
This is theft. What is your name?
What is your name?
I'm Nathan Buchanan. I'm running for sheriff. This is my sign. This is my neighbor's yard.
This is not his yard.
Yes, it is. That's funny. Harris Walls, and you're going around taking Republican signs.
Right. So.
Oh, it's funny. You have a Salazar sign in your yard, and you're trying to steal mine.
Really? Well, you didn't even know what I was going to do. You're accusing me.
Yeah, you were taking it and putting it in your truck. I have you on camera.
What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and an absolute hilarious story. We have now basically armed and trapped Trump signs. People are getting absolutely creative after unhinged leftist lunatics are tearing them down and running them over and getting caught red-handed doing so. Look, I think my message is one of unity. I want everyone to watch my videos. I want Kamala Harris voters to watch my videos because I hope I can change their mind. I want Trump voters to watch my videos because we probably agree on a lot of things. But I also want a ton of people to come together and have productive conversations, and because really our life is so much more important than who's the president for 4 years. We all have our own struggles every day that most of the time aren't really, or can not really be directly related to who's president at that given time. So let's all laugh together as people just let politics get a little too much involved in life, almost like a bad habit that they need to get rid of. Maybe they should try Fume. Check this out. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Fume. We all have bad habits. Mine, or well, maybe a friend of mine's, was the kind you think you're doing so well going without. And when you're out with friends, maybe you have a couple, and they're all reaching for their bad habits, and you feel that urge to not be left out and ask to borrow one of theirs. Well, it's a story that's probably happened to me about 1,000,000 times. What if I were to tell you that there's a better alternative out there to kick your bad habit in an enjoyable way? Something that you can actually take out with you. Fume is an award-winning flavored air device. It draws flavor to your mouth. Fume fills the void, ditching a bad habit you can leave, still have something to reach for. Fume has no vapor, it's not addictive, there are no batteries, it looks awesome, and it's made to fidget with, which I do all the time. By the way, they also have a bunch of different flavors. My favorite, of course, is still orange vanilla. Fume continuously invests in third-party studies to ensure the safety of their products. Fume has served over 300,000 customers, and you can be their next success story. For a limited time, use my code QUARTERING to get your free topper. It's a perfect accessory for your Fume device. Slip it onto the mouthpiece for a softer, warmer feel. It's chewable for those of you that love to fidget, and it's reusable. Head to tryfume.com, that's tryfum.com, and use code QUARTERING, or scan the QR code on the screen to get your free Fume topper when you order your journey pack today. So remember, tryfume.com/thequartering, or scan the QR code. Let me know what your favorite flavor is. Mine remains orange vanilla, but I'm always trying new ones. Now I want to start with one of the most hilarious ones. This one's brand new. It happened yesterday. This is a Republican sheriff's office, a Republican who's running for sheriff, and a woman in a Harris Biden shirt gets caught red-handed. The whole thing's hilarious. Now, my spidey senses on these videos are up, probably just like you. Okay, in a world of staging everything and clout and everything like that, like some of the videos floating around are obviously fake. Some of them look very real. And for example, on my own street, there is a battle between two neighbors, one who has some college-age kids who are Harris voters, and their neighbor's a Trump voter. And I can see they keep ripping his sign down every night. And everyone around here basically knows who it is. They rip the sign down, they put it upside down, they deface it. Imagine getting that triggered. Just go vote for stupid Kamala Harris and get on with your life. I just don't understand how it gets this far.
I'll take this one, if that's okay.
I'm sorry?
Can I take this one?
Harris Walls, and you're taking my sign?
Yeah, I mean, this is... So what?
What do you mean, so what?
Because it's not your sign. This is on the street.
This is my neighbor's yard. My neighbor said I can put this in his yard.
But this is not his yard.
Yes, it is his yard.
This is not his yard.
Are you the sign patrol now? What's your name?
This is not your sign.
This is theft. What is your name?
What is your name?
I'm Nathan Buchanan. I'm running for sheriff. This is my sign. This is my neighbor's yard.
This is not his yard.
Yes, it is.
It is?
It is his yard.
No, it's not. You have 4 feet.
That's funny. Harris walls, and you're going around taking Republican signs.
Right. So.
How many are in the back? Are there any in the back? Now, that one appears to be
unbelievable.
Now let's see what's in her yard. Oh, he showed up at her house. Oh, Harris wall signs, and there she's.
Oh, it's funny. You have a Salazar sign in your yard, and you're trying to steal mine.
Really? Well, you didn't even know what I was going to do. You're accusing me.
Yeah, you were taking it and putting it in your truck. I have you on camera.
So this is somebody who is backing the Republicans' political opponent, presumably a Democrat, going around. By the way, this is so stupid. I know I don't need to tell my viewers, okay? But I feel like I wouldn't be doing my job if maybe some goofball is watching my video. Don't do this. First of all, it makes you look like an unhinged loser. Second of all, that's their property. Now, I share a driveway with somebody, and I don't even really know where he stands politically, because that's the normal way of life. I don't ask him who he's voting for. If I wanted to put a Trump sign down at the end of the road, I would ask him first, because that's the neighborly thing to do. Like, hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a Trump guy, but I mean, he's a business owner and he's not below 60 IQ. So I assume he's a Trump guy. Well, let's say I said, hey, you know, we share this driveway. I don't want to cause you any problem. Maybe you're not a Trump supporter. So if it's a big deal, if it causes you grief, I literally won't do it. I don't care. If he came back to me and said, yeah, bro, like, seriously, it's cool. You know, but my kids and blah, blah, I wouldn't even deal with it. That's like the normal thing. Like, I get that. It's my right. I could put my, yeah, but I have to, this guy has to call the fire department if my house is on fire. Okay. This guy has to see if my dog gets out. This guy has, you know what I mean? Like, it just ain't worth it. That is like the best case scenario, right? Where there might be some static between us. The other thing is, you end up going on someone's property in the middle of the night, you might lose your entire life. I mean, you see this armed Trump sign. Someone drove off the road. Apparently, you can see the tire marks. They drove off the road and then over all these Trump signs. And then you can see they have a board with nails in it. Again, I will tell you, Trump supporters, don't do this either. Now, I'm not an expert in the law, okay? But let me just share a little anecdote with you. I had somebody trespassing on my property. I have about 30 plus acres of good hunting land. I saw that they very clearly drove up my driveway and were using some sort of UTV path to get, I don't know, to their hunting spot, or maybe I thought maybe it was just to get a kill. Like, oh, they went in there once, their deer went on my property, they didn't ask permission, that's still trespassing. I don't like it. But then I could tell that they were using it frequently. I could also tell that they were doing it like under cover of night. You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty obvious whatever they were doing, they shouldn't have been doing. So I walked back there, you know, made sure there was nothing weird going on, people growing plants, you know, kind of stuff like that. Then I thought to myself, boy, it sure would be really unfortunate for the person trespassing on my property if there was a line of barbed wire 6 feet tall, perfect, head height or something when they're or, spikes on my tires and stuff like that, or, put a spike strip down. Then I talked to a police officer friend of mine, and while he thought the idea was hilarious, he was like, dude, what happens if that, it just puts you in a really hairy situation. Like in this case, they drive over your lawn. I support having a camera there, and I support making their life legal hell. Okay. But let's say they blow their tire and they go out on the road and they run into some innocent bystander. I don't want to be a wet blanket, but it's weird. Now it's hilarious that they lost their tire to it. These people are the idiots, but I understand, like in this case, why you'd want to do that, but please don't do that. I don't want you to be in jail. Also, I don't want some car to be out of control Maybe there's other things you can do that, like, I don't know, wouldn't put them at risk. I'm not suggesting things, but, you know, maybe they go through and there's paint, or they go through and there's, I don't know, something that like would be a huge inconvenience for them, but not cause property damage. I just don't know how your state's laws are. And it's concerning. By the way, it's only generally this direction. Look at this article from 5 hours ago. Missing Donald Trump signs found behind Democratic headquarters. Donald Trump campaign signs. By the way, you have to pay for these things. You're stealing someone's property. That's a crime. Okay. And by the way, again, you look like a weirdo loser. Just drive by. Put up 10 Harris Wall signs in your property. Buy the biggest one you want. Okay? Put it up your flagpole. I don't care. But this is theft. You can't just take people's property. You can't just trespass on their property, steal property from them, rob them, and then say, oh, it's just a political thing. It's not a crime. It's still a crime. What they're doing is a crime. These signs have value. In a video published by the Main Wire, a woman filmed her discovery of the signs, which she says were installed outside of the Democratic office 2 days in a row. And since it's a felony to remove signs, or so I've been told, and we have to be tolerant, I came to check to see if we knew where they were, she says in the video. Before walking to the back of the office, where a stack of several signs on top of ones reading Trump low prices, Kamala high prices can be seen on the ground. Reach for comment. I can't even, the Pisquititas? I don't know. County Republican said the woman declined the interview with BDN. Like, don't be doing that. Don't get yourself a felony. This guy put razor blades on a sign, and some idiot, like, I don't know, he was a city worker. I don't know why the city worker was removing them. According to the press release, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office says a Commerce Township building inspector was removing Trump signs as they were in the right-of-way within 33 feet of the road. The signs were located 24 feet from the road, and the guy had put razor blades underneath it. Don't get yourself in trouble. Buy a trail cam and send your pictures to me of them, and I'll shame them online. Find out who they are in the community and make fun of them. That's all good ways to handle it. The left is completely unhinged, but don't sink to their level. You see this? Signs get snatched, kicked, and burnt as political battle reaches the front lawn. You know what's a better use of time? Look at this one. The tolerant left. I mean, what are you doing? Somebody's gonna lose their life over this. The best thing to do would be to register a friend to vote. That's what I would recommend. Tailgatesfortrump.com to learn how. Try Fume if you've got a bad habit you're trying to break. Link in the description, and we'll talk to you again real soon.